Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, first matchup, final week, Season 21 we're calling it right now, but we're going to change this next season to match with both CG and the SWGOH data. I want that stuff to be searchable for anyone who wants to look at it. I don't like that we changed it this season or last season to match with what the rest of the channels do, but I'd rather this stuff match the SWGOH data so it's not confusing there. We can conflict elsewhere. We're going to do a quick recap of last round. First opponent didn't attack me. Final opponent didn't attack me, but the middle opponent, he did, and this is how the defense held. So Angel Heart here brought Mon Mothma up against Finn and the Resistance Heroes, then some Mandos, but armor lead, low gear, and CLS. We're looking at Night Sisters against Mon Mothma, some weird stuff against Old Ben, weird team, heavy relics up against Resistance Heroes, and these teams not really working, kind of a mishmash team that doesn't make any sense up against Karth, which is why Karth got to defend. Better Padme than mine, but probably I had the mod advantage. And then some weird teams up against Grievous. As I recall, they put down a tough defense, so maybe they ran out of teams. But from the looks of it, this just wasn't an opponent who's as obsessive, so probably not familiar with all of the counters. Jumping into today's opponent, though, this guy's a threat. When we look at the Hotbot here, so with the Hotbot, this is a Discord bot from Hot Utils. You can use it on my Discord channel, or most guilds have it, or your guild can easily add it to their server on Discord if they don't have it already. So what we're looking at here, I've got a 30 million guild advantage. That's respectable and close enough. He's got a solid amount of lifetime banners, decent amount of clears, which tells me he plays the game mode. We're pretty close on the Gear 13. Gear 11 is respectable. Usually Gear 12 is where we see some bloat, but he's fairly close to mine. That's good, especially in this era of relics. Gear 12 can be a source of a lot of bloat. And then here in the mods, we're pretty close on the 6 dot, and these speeds are either the same in the case of 10 plus speed or in range. Nothing really huge in the discrepancies, except he has a lot of the tier 1 and 2, which is not going to help him as much as the amount of tier 3 and tier 5 that I have. But we're both careful with the relic levels in general. And the rest of these, I have a speed advantage in most cases. His Darth Revan is faster than mine, but I'm not sure if that'll come into play. And then we trade off on the speed advantages with these pilots, but what is going to be relevant here is I put both of mine on defense. He tends to keep them both for offense, so my advantage on defense may not necessarily exist in this matchup, and that is going to be relevant here because I had to make some decisions with how to go about my defense. So looking at what he is sporting here, runs Sith Eternal. I usually do this beforehand. We're going to skip over this. Sith Eternal Emperor and Negotiator are his arena teams. Then looking here at the defense, this was for the most part what I normally do, but I did change a couple things around because of going after the Executor and wanting to beef up my GP for Grand Arena matchmaking. I brought those Executor requirements up to relics early, and because of that, and because I don't really use the bounty hunters too often on offense, I threw them on defense to draw out some counters, because then they're not a great defensive team anymore these days, but it will take something decent to beat it, and that he may want to use elsewhere. And I want to strengthen this territory, which I usually keep fairly weak because I expect my fleet to hold, which might not happen in this case. And by putting that team in that front territory, I also decided to move these droids up front, see how they do. Like, I don't think they're really going to do much. The rest of that territory is the same. And then on the back wall, the old Ben team, I usually put in front. That evasion team with Droideka, put that on the back wall. And other than that, these are most of the teams you usually see for me. I had considered throwing down a ton on defense and expecting to win through being able to clear more teams than him, more of his defense. But that's just not the way I like to play. So I knew this is how he was going to play it. He was going to put Sith Eternal Emperor in front of his fleet. Because from his Grand Arena history, I saw very few people attacking his fleet or his Sith Eternal Emperor. So this is what I was expecting in terms of his layout. The rest of the team's not a big deal. But the problem is Jedi Master Luke is not the best counter. But because he only has Relic 4 here and no ultimate, I think we're going to risk it. Because the other option is I can go for the win. We can have a guaranteed win here by clearing the bottom two territories. That's not the way I want to play. Because Jedi Knight Luke, my concern is if we take Jedi Master Luke up against Sith Eternal Emperor, we aren't going to have anything good enough to beat Jedi Knight Luke. So we could potentially get stuck against Jedi Knight Luke or Sith Eternal Emperor or both. By going for the full clear, I am risking winning it all. But I don't feel like continuing this win streak by doing things the safe way. I want to go for the full clear. And if we lose the win streak, so be it. But we will go for the full clear and risk it. But the question is I think we're just gonna do it now. And we're just gonna go for it. I was considering doing other battles first, but if these battles don't go the way that I want, the cleanups might require teams we're going to use in other places. So I think we're going to want to do it. This is Rex, right? Yeah. So we're going to do Jedi Master Luke here with Jedi Knight Luke and Hermit Yoda. And I'm hoping my speeds and his low relic gives me the advantage I need to win this. Because if that guy was higher relics and with the ultimate, I wouldn't even be attempting it. I would have thrown down a different defense, and I would have been trying to win by winning more territories, which I think would have worked. But in this case, let's just jump in. Let's go for it. All right, I'm going to want Marauder out of here first. Sidious isn't really a threat. Marauder, though, needs to be respected. I think we can just clear him out right now. Good. Start getting those inherited teachings. Come on, let's get this part done. Come on, man. Spread that master's training around. Almost there. Let's just make sure we get to that ultimate. There we go. And honestly, because this guy is lower relics and doesn't have the ultimate, this is the easier part of this Grand Arena. The harder part is beating this Jedi Knight Luke. Because I now have to rely... Well, now that we're done with Emperor, we're going to clear that top territory, clear fleet. The question is just, do we get stuck here? Like, I think that secures the win, because I don't think he's going to clear 2 territories. In worst case scenario, we only clear 2. But we're going to jump in here. Problem is, when I was looking at our options, like our options are gas, and like Vader. And maybe we can pick this team apart, but the percentages were like 75%, 78%. And that might be in scenarios with higher relics on their Rex and 5s. So we're going to jump in here. We might be able to just clean it up, though. Depending on how much damage we do here. All right. I wonder if we just go for GK right now. Because he's going to start taunting in a second anyway. If I would have hit Luke. I'm calling in Rex because I need to ramp up his damage. So when he takes his aerial advantage... Alright. No, you don't want to hit him. No, don't be... Why do you have to be smart, AI? Yes! Yes! Oh, that's... That... You know why we're winning this? We would probably... Before those changes, the nerf that just happened to gas, which is really just a GL nerf, like, we stood up faster because of the change. Like, gas versus Jedi Knight Luke was way harder before. Because we would have been down on my knees, I would have lost 5s, Rex would have went down real quick right after. Which is kind of like an indirect Jedi Knight Luke nerf in a not really a nerf, but it kind of shakes up what is considered like the top teams, because before Jedi Knight Luke was definitely better than Gas, and it brings Gas up to Jedi Knight Luke a little bit more arguably. All right, we're gonna full clear this stuff then, because the rest of this stuff is not as scary. We aren't gonna do my Wampa thing here because Watt is gonna mess that up. Let me think here, see if he's got any other teams that I know how I want to handle. We're just gonna Vader these bugs. I think we can just Palp Vader it, because of how weak that spy is. Alright, we're going to chuck this at spy. Okay. This is why I usually bring in a third. All right. You better go down. Ugh. Let's do that. We get a little turn meter. Not enough. It's not going to be enough. Alright, riskier, and we probably could have played that a little differently, but I don't know, I'm fine with it. Alright, this Finn team is nonsense, this Shaak T team is fine, except like we can rip out Rex really fast, and it's gonna fall apart. I don't know. Like I would like to bring Nest up against it, but with Rex there, I don't want to risk it because it might just take Nest too long. Nest can, depending on the timing of it, Nest could survive the first like aerial advantage, but maybe not a second. No. So if I use Jedi Knight Revan, he saves a lot of stuff for offense. I'm not really expecting much. But if there's Padme or Grievous, those would be the potential teams that I would want a Revan around for. But I still have Shaak T. I've got the Bad Batch. I've got Traya. You know what? I just want the The mental assurance. Okay. Yes. Save that until we've got the strategic advantage back on Yoda. Or maybe not. We just do this. All right. We can Wampa these guys. All right, we get our tank tech up, get our weapons tech, we'll dispel Droideka in a moment. We got our buff immunity where we needed it. I think I want to take out HK first. Because I knew we could do it quickly, and Droideka's going to take a few more attempts. And HK had that dispel. Droideka in this matchup is more of an annoyance. It's like, we could lose B2, but we'll be able to revive B2 if it happens. Yeah. We do need to revive him too, because we're going to have to wait for that to go away. I need my dispel. Let's get that protection back up. Let's get our taunt go. Oh, come on, man. You're messing with my banners now. Wrong choice. Could have stolen a banner. All right. This team annoys me. What annoys me here is the relics. There are trash relics, but Chupio's presence does make them better. He's going to be assisting every turn. He shares health and protection and offense and everything. So they're enough better now where I don't think I can bring trash against it, even though it's just a gear 9 and 4-star. But just because they're better doesn't mean I want to take something good against it. Can we just bam you? Bam has become my my default. I want to take something decent but not too good team. Because I'm not really losing anything, and the only other team I would consider bringing Bam up against would be Kylo, which this guy doesn't have. Because they went for the Sith Eternal Emperor route. I don't think there's going to be enough damage to be a problem for Quill and IG-11. Unless I'm underestimating how much Chupio is going to be contributing to this matchup. Let's get a stun here, because I don't... Fine. And those debuffs don't mean anything against IG-11, that's why he's awesome. Ooh. I do not like how quickly you hurt my Quill. Alright. Now he's gone very quickly, but we need to now worry about Captain Han bringing him back. Let's heal up and get a foresight. What are you doing? Okay, let's do that. Let's bring the foresight in and now get back into our stance here. Low stacks of the birds. Probably should have focused up on Captain Han, but I was hoping it would be enough to take him out. Alright, looks like we got back to full banners, which we just lost. Thank you, Rolo. Alright. Let's see if there's any surprises. I don't think there's going to be. This guy saves a lot for offense. His strategy really is rely on Sith Eternal Emperor. When there's feats. And I keep putting my Night Sisters on defense when I'm concerned about feats. Alright. He's also been getting a lot of defends with his bad badge. Now what there's that Holocron one, which is like Fulcrum and Ezra. What we could do... I'd love to Wampa this if I still had Wampa. Okay, what are my solos? We could Jango solo one of the Night Sister teams and throw in Fulcrum and Ezra. And then I kind of need Darth Maul and Savage to get some kills, which might... I don't even know if we're going to get that feat without the Night Sisters. Let me check this front territory. I don't even remember what's there anymore. Oh yeah, Shaak T. We're just gonna CLS Shaak T. See, this Finn team is suspect. Yeah, it don't matter. I can't believe you have to relegate our trooper. It's absurd. I should have used Han. Han would be done with this by now. I want to see. I guess we have Nest. Nest can probably handle this Mon Mothma team. So we can bring in Savage and Darth Maul with Nest, and then we'll do Jango with Fulcrum and Ezra. I think that's how we'll play it. But for this one, Savage and Maul need to get the kills, which they probably won't survive long enough to do. Maybe Savage will, because he can at least use Overpower. But if we can make any progress on this feat, and I can remember to save my Night Sisters for offense, that's really the trick. Because I don't think about feats when I'm setting defenses usually. God, I wish this Zeta would work. Alright, let's get some dazes. We're just going to save the second daze. I'm going to dispel, actually. Alright. Come on, Savage. I'm just going to basic because I want Savage to take... Never mind. Never mind. Oh, come on, Nest. That kill wasn't for you. You're not going to survive long enough. There we go, finally. Jeez. This is not going to last long enough for a second overpower. Nest is going to wipe out right now. Yeah. We're going to do Jango here. Because the other one, Jango could get stun locked. Although, now Ezra and Fulcrum aren't doing anything. Ezra's on defense. Was anyone else in that episode? Kanan was in that episode, right? Or Chopper? Chopper's always around. I don't watch that show. I'm going to throw in Kanan because I think Kanan was there. We already used Darth Maul. Chopper's on defense. We'll see if this gets the feat. I haven't watched the episode in full, but I've watched the YouTube highlights because it's a really good moment in that show. Fulcrum, you got to do better. This is kind of bad timing for Jango. We'll check if I got that feat. I'm pretty sure Kanan was there. If I'm even right about which episode they're referring to, I think I am. Or is that not a holocron? Yeah, we got it. All right. I need 5 more Dathomir native kills. Alright, the Night Sisters are the next hardest team. We'll just Traya them. Increase those cooldowns. We're gonna isolate. Are we though? Yeah, we're gonna just do it. It's gonna be a while before we take out any of these guys. We don't want that taunt to be annoying. I just want to start bringing down these protections. I might not even try and take anybody out yet. We might just use the Annihilates. Alright, we're gonna take out Daka first. Increase or decrease the cooldown over on Nihilus. Maybe I should have waited for that, because then we could be decreasing both cooldowns. I think just waiting for the Annihilate is the better way to go here. Don't die. Oh, that was a mistake. All right, let's bring that back. Okay. We're just going to wrap the rest of this up quick. Can we move on? All right. I think we'll just blow this up with Han. Can we blow any? Let's see if we can just blow it. Yes. Yes. Go away, Hunter. All right. Oh, this Gar-Saxon team is nothing. Just JTR it. We should have done that to Stormtrooper. I should put my Mandos on defense, see how they would have done. The few times I've done it, I don't even think my opponents have attacked. But they're also not very good. They're a little bit more fun to use on it. Maybe I'll use them against Finn. I think I do Conquest and make sure I get those Maul Shards. What am I doing? Let's do everybody. Yeah, this is just... Right. I really want to relic my Biston. I want to see if I can get away with just relic Biston. Fleets is one of the reasons why my undersize numbers are so high. Because these count. You never use the 4th ship. Like you can have free undersizes and scare your opponents. Let's see if we can take him out early. He was only 4 stars. Alright, I don't like it. I need that Y-wing. I need it now. Give me a taunt back up. Come on, alright. Good, 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 good. Come on, come on. I didn't factor in that these guys are going to be really good because of C. That was an oversight. Come on, just take him out. I'm fine if we lose, but I got to take out a ship. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh, they got a daze. No! It's a mistake. And now he's all healed up. I probably should forfeit. Yeah, remember when you're going up against an opponent who has Sith Eternal Emperor, his Empire fleet is going to be good. And don't think just because there's a 4-star Emperor shuttle that was going to be the easy one. How do I want to do this? We're going up against? Houndstooth is going to come out as a reinforcement. This is not going to be... Oh, these pilots aren't going to be anything. Okay. How's your Boba Fett? How's your BAM? All right. Can I just... Can I finalizer you? I want to save the other stuff for the other fleet. I guess maybe I should just stick with the other fleet so I don't have to guess what I need for it. We are gonna go with bounty hunters. Going with bounty hunters because they have some of my best pilots now, even though they're not super high. They are better than my other pilots that are remaining. Alright, we're gonna do a bit of this. I'm misplaying this definitely. Because I can ignore taunt with Razor Crest, and that's what I really should be doing. All right. Calling on... I thought I was going to mark him. Mark him. Or kill him. Can we stun this guy? I'll take it. We'll mark him for no reason other than we can. We're gonna save that because everyone has days. Okay. All right, and see, the reason we did that was because now I was thinking about saving my Empire just in case, and now we don't have to. And I believe did we relic my pilot before sign up? Yes. All right. Which hopefully means we're going to land target lock better than we have been. Yeah, let's just get rid of him. Although now I lost my taunt, which was a bad idea. We need to work on these stacks. Okay. All right. I don't think there's anything else we need to claim. We are going to move on to the new account. And good luck to Major General Flux, because I think he only clears one territory. And back with a new account. Opponent is Nov Ray Yak. I believe it was in the last video, but my opponent last round with this account, Megumi, was a very solid opponent. Beat me. I could not get the full clear, and he cleared me super cleanly. This opponent here, Darth Revan, using a mishmash rebel team in fleet. But look here, I think we're not going to full clear today, but I think we got to win. These are his best teams. We're looking at CLS here, Darth Revan, Vader, Palpatine. We got a Karth. We got Jedi here. That's what we're looking at in terms of his best teams. Solid characters at Zeta and gear levels that I can't beat. But by understanding the counters, understanding what teams are better on defense, and having the strength of a solid roster as a whole, we're going to get the win. Because here's what he set down on defense. He's got his best team here in his Darth Revan. We're not going to beat that. We have a Bastila team here with Yoda. I don't believe he has Jedi Knight Revan. I did not double check that. And the bottom territory here, we are looking at his next two best teams. CLS, but with Han and Chupio not at usable levels, and his Palpatine here with his Vader. Now what all that means is he had no counter to Geos, and you always have to have a Geo counter. And Vader is one of the best Geo counters early on in the game. So did not even attempt my Geos. And then at his other territories here, used all of his teams to beat my Bastila and my Ewoks. Put way too much down on defense. Did not have a solution on offense for my defense. And against the fleet here, not deep enough at fleet to handle my fleet. And this is why you should invest in 2 fleets early and move on to 4 as quickly as possible, because it's your biggest early advantage that you can have. And not even because it's because other people devalue it and don't build up multiple strong fleets all that early. So we're not going to full clear today. We're not getting through that Darth Revan, but we're getting through this bottom 2 territories, and we will get the advantage here. So my preferred way of handling this team, I'm trying to think if we need CLS or not. I'm going to say we don't, and it might be a mistake. But I don't think it's going to come into play. So the reason to bring in Han is I nullify Vader right here. Land the stun. Then what I want is to stun Thrawn, because he's going to do a swap, and that swap will go to Vader, and then I won't get the benefits of that stun. Now we can remove turn meter from Palpatine. I'm going to want to stun Palpatine because he's going to take a turn again pretty soon. And now we can focus on Vader. Are you kidding me? I should have just stayed focused on Vader. I didn't think he was going to get a turn. I'm only going for these guys because of the situation. If this was a Relic Vader, somebody more threatening than the Gear 10 one, I would have brought in CLS and we would have focused on taking out Vader as quickly as possible. Because of his gear level, I gave him some space, and it actually turned out where he got the turn, but not... He wasn't at a point where he was going to kill me. Now, his CLS. He only has CLS. The thing is, it's a Gear 12 CLS. Speed is bad. I'm going to do something dumb here. I probably should just take a safe team, but I don't feel like it. I really want to just bring in these guys. Because as CLS is slow, I don't think we need to respect him. And if we get to a quick advantage, I think we can just focus him down. Fine, this is all according to plan. Take out 3PO Chewie. Take out Han. Now we got our advantage. I can lose Stormtrooper, and that's just going to make Piet go into super mode. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Alright. The miscalculation was CLS ignoring the taunt and my Piet being out of stealth at the improper time. Alright, that's fine. But I still don't want to take something super good. Can we just... Wait. His mods are bad. We're not going to win it. Never mind. I was thinking with where his mods are. With these Zetas, though, we're not. It doesn't even matter if his mods are bad. '81. We're gonna attempt it. We're gonna attempt a mirror. But with the... Yeah. We don't have the abilities where they need to be to win it. I need to have maxed out abilities. I still want to see what happens, though. So we will attempt it. We're just going to bring in CLS. We'll save other things for the back wall. Alright, so we got Karth, Han, and Boba Fett. Alright. Karth we need to respect a tiny bit, but only a tiny bit. I think we'll respect Karth the most out of all these teams, and we will... Is it really... It just feels like so much. Like a whole lot. The Basila team, I don't know if we're going to clear or not. There's teams we could bring up against it, but I don't know if it's worth the time. Because it's just one extra team. It's not another territory. But it is credits, though, for this roster, and credits matter. This may have not been the best option up against this team either. bounty hunters here. We'll probably just do my own bounty hunters. I think we're going to do our Darth Revan attempt. What I'm hoping for that Darth Revan attempt is, because his mods are wrong, we're going to be able... Doesn't matter, because we can't land fear on everybody. Yeah, it's just not going to work. We're not even going to do it. The abilities just aren't at the place where they need to be for me to win the mirror. Do not kill anybody. Alright, we got one guy. Fine. That's all fine. I need to heal up now. Heal up. We're gonna go with the AoE. I'm not happy, but don't! Alright, we're gonna execute Boba Fett. No! Boba Fett. We're not even gonna kill. It's worth more to me that Boba Fett is at that health than it is for me to. Not getting that execute was ridiculous. I need to check where those level abilities are at. Let's just be done with this stuff. We're not going to attempt it, so let's just... No, we can use this against Yoda. We can use this against Yoda. I'm a little worried, though, about the health and abilities here. But I think this could go poorly. All right, we get our taunt. What I want is to quickly take out Boba Fett now so he can't get around the taunt. All right. Okay. And now we got to take out that nonsense rebel team. Can we just Karth this? I mean, I don't have a real Old Republic team to pair with him. The abilities are super low here, but it's also just rebels. Why you gotta do that? Leave him alone. All right. So even though this guy has better teams than me, like more level 85 characters, more Zetas, more characters at higher ability levels, which means his account's been around longer than mine has, I have the advantage when it comes to the quality of the roster, which is what I've been racing for. Because like you can tell, like his CLS team, it's a newer addition. He doesn't have Jedi Knight Revan to pair with his Darth Revan, so he has these good characters, and you have new players going after all these teams and trying to like make them beefy early. But still, the depth of your roster is going to win out. All right, we're gonna clear. Probably use Jedi Knight Revenue. We're still going to attempt. I just want to see what happens. We're going to attempt it. But they're going to have Foresight up because they got the Bastila Zeta. But the problem is, and we're just not going to land Fear. And that's going to be a problem. Oh, his is faster than mine? And his is faster than mine. I might have more speed mods, but because of the gear difference or something. Alright, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oh, mine's only like a week or two old. I think a week old. My Bastila should have been faster. I need to look at those mods because I'm surprised he didn't look that fast. And the reason I haven't really used this Jedi Knight Revan is he's pretty new too, and his abilities are pretty low. So these are... all this are some pretty low damage abilities. And I don't have the Omega on the basic here. So I can't do the cooldowns very quickly on the revive. So if I lose my Jolie here, that's a problem. It's nice we can steal all those Bastila buffs though. Just gonna use the basic until we can mark again. Nice. Alright, we can auto the rest of this, and then we'll be done. We did as good as we're gonna do. We got ourselves the win. Alright, you kind of messed this up, AI. I get no heal out of that. See, this is what I mean on the ability levels. Like, we got no healing on that assist. That's all these abilities are getting no heals. Even that ability, like just no heals. Because our goal, instead of building up a Jedi Knight Revan team as soon as I unlock Jedi Knight Revan, we just took all those resources, put them into the Old Republic so that we could get Darth Revan as quickly as possible. And we just keep moving around to the next thing. So now we are working on Jolee and Jedi Knight Revan for Malak and the other Malak requirements. So we're back. We're going to get Malak very quickly, and I want to see if we can get gas before Thanksgiving, the 1 year point on this account. But we're going to wrap up there. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.